Oh, hello.
How you doing?
Okay, Najma, do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Can you also see me?
Yes, I see
Thank you. You are a hero, what you are trying to accomplish in your life.
Ideology in a cultural exchange by satellite beam.
And to connect with the world through Worldlink.
Use interactive technology to connect communities who are bridging the gap.
Minnesota needs to hear these perspectives from Lucille's kitchen right here, okay?
Can you see me?
Yeah, I see you. Finally, I see you.
What is your question?
My question is pretty simple. What can I do as an American citizen, as a woman in the United States?
They must be brought to international court of law.
I just don't understand how they could be mistreated like that if it's going against Allah.
And we understood that we're not alone anymore.
What if the chief of the Soviet military's general staff were to sit down and talk directly with the chairman of the Senate Armed Services Committee? And what if they were joined in that discussion by a senior official of the Soviet Union's Central Committee? What if you brought all those Soviet and American leaders together and broadcast their discussion simultaneously here in the United States and for the first time live in the Soviet Union? Tonight, we will find out as we create this electronic hookup, capital to capital.
One of the few concrete Reagan-Gorbachev summit results was a new cultural exchange agreement. The old one was canceled when the Soviets invaded Afghanistan in December 1979. Fast forward to today, December 1985.
The girl singing in Moscow and the boy singing in Minneapolis reached out, slipped just a little, and seemed to hold hands while half a world apart. In the end, the waves goodbye were beamed across the heavens and home, with giggles at how very simple it is to raise a hand in friendship. Karen Boris, CBS News, Minneapolis.
Okay, Najma, do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Can you also see me?
Yes, I see you.
Starting in 1992, a team of American and French producers created a new kind of television series that brings people together. A new technology, compressed digital video, connects people in different parts of the world spontaneously from their own homes.
See you soon.
This is Vis-a-Vis.
Here's my district where I work at. That's a bulletproof vest that we all must wear. Everyone wears one when they go out on patrol. And here I am patrolling at night.
And you are alone here also?
Oh, always, yeah. We get pretty busy because as the sun goes down, the crime goes up.
I'm with Lisa Tubbs of Rosemount. What's your question?
A great number of single parents, many of
the final candidates debate for governor of Minnesota took place at Twin Cities Public Television as a special broadcast of the popular series Almanac. There had been earlier debates, but this one was different. Citizens from all around Minnesota asked the questions.
Let's go to Lucille's Kitchen in North Minneapolis.
We have well over 70 folks here. We have more of a little bit of a family atmosphere here. We have folks who have some very strong perspectives, but we know that Minnesota needs to hear these perspectives from Lucille's Kitchen right here, okay?
Family. All right, gentlemen, thank you. Let's get right to our citizen questions right now. Tonight's first topic area is taxes.
What is your vision for economic growth and recovery here in the northwest region of the state?
If the schools stay segregated with low student achievement, are you prepared to mediate the NAACP lawsuit?
What incentives or tax breaks do you have for us? And be specific.
Well, I think it's very interesting. If you use Jesse Ventura's plan, you would already have money. You'd have it in your pocket right now, and you wouldn't have to sit up here and listen to promises.
Hi, I'm Sarah Trone, and I'm a senior at the College of St. Scholastica in Duluth.
After the debate, the citizens shared their reactions to this new type of media experience.
Who are you going to vote for and why?
As for Jesse Ventura, we appreciate the one-liners, but we're not sure that we want a comedian as governor.
Oh, I heard a lot of laughter with Ventura, you know, coming up with some of the statements he had to come up with. You know, we don't need none of the stuff that he's talking about in our community.
He's going there for one thing, to change the system. He put it right the other night. Abraham Lincoln was a third-party candidate.
My opinion of Ventura is he's like a football coach who's got great pep talks, but no game plan. Thanks.
But Islam has given you, like Professor Herb said, all the rights that you need. You cannot let fundamentalists tell you otherwise, and you cannot let other fundamentalists from other countries tell you otherwise. It's very strange to me.
Let's go to a caller from Chicago. Hello, welcome to Worldlink Television. Please let us know who you are and what's your question.
Hi, yeah, my name is Mark. I'd like to thank you very much for your program. It's very interesting. I'm reading the text of the draft agreement on the UN here, and I see that it's clearly an outright betrayal of women's rights, and there is nowhere in this document any statement that they are going to defend women's rights or extend women's rights. The Mujahideen are twice, at least, honored in this document. They say that they honor them for their jihad and for their heroic efforts on behalf of the people of Afghanistan, and they guarantee them participation, leading role in the security forces in the future in Afghanistan. And this is all wrong. And this is an outright betrayal of women's rights, and it shows really where the UN is coming from. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark. Sahar, let's get your reaction to Mark's statement. Do you feel it's an outright betrayal?
Yeah, thanks for this very good question, and I 100% agree with this. This is the tragedy. This is the tragedy that those who should be taken responsible for what they have done, for all the crimes, for all the atrocities, for all the unbelievable human rights and women's rights violations, they are giving again the chance to rule Afghanistan. Today the world thinks that if they are not Taliban, the issue in Afghanistan is solved, and this has really made me very sad. That's why it's so. Afghanistan still is a tragedy. Afghanistan is still not a free country. Afghan women are still not free. Don't be deceived by seeing few women without burqa. Don't be deceived by seeing few men without bears.
Hi, my name is Sherry, and I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. And I have a question. Well, I'm curious. The ladies who are in Afghanistan now, the most recent clip that you showed, since they have the right to not wear the veil, I was curious as to why some of them are still choosing to wear the veil and why some of the women on the panel are wearing the veil.
ما میتونم بگویم که پوشیدن چادری مسئله جبری نیست.
I would like to say that scarves or the cover is not an obligation. It's not imposed upon women. It really depends on the choice of women to whether wear it or not.
ولی آل که چرا میپوشن ما منتظر ازی هستیم که یک حمایتگر قانونی.
Of course, we still want to be protected by law, whether we like to wear the cover or not. It's somehow irrelevant, but the important thing is that we would like to have the protection to have that choice.
Thank you. Thank you very much. But I would like to address that question to you, Ms. Sabah. Why are you covered up?
Yes, the reason for me, unfortunately, even though I really hate being in this way, but for years I have to do to protect my security. I'm working in an organization facing lots of enemies of democracy, enemies of women's rights, enemies of secularism. And my life and the life of all my colleagues is in danger. And that's the reason I have to cover myself if I can avoid these security risks to some extent.
I really appreciate this chance to tell the ladies that they are an inspiration to me, and I know to every woman in America who has seen the images of the women in Afghanistan these last few months. And I just want them to know that I think they're wonderful, and their cause is just, and I know God is with them.
Thank you very much, caller. I believe on that message of goodwill and solidarity, we will wrap up our show. Thank you so much, women. We wish you all the best in your struggle.
And I would like to just mention that we offer Afghan women solidarity with all the women in the world.